Have you ever sworn you used a really important spell but it just didn't go off? Are you ever embarrassed when you promised your friends you used a big cooldown but then wiped with it still available? Are you missing globals during Bloodlust or Heroism due to mushy input? I'm Hazel, and I probably can't help you. But I do have something you can try. Today, I'm going to walk you through the hidden spell queue window setting, what it does, and how to adjust it. Disclaimer before we start, this will not fix actual connection lag. If you have bad internet or the server's having a rough day, then you should probably look into going outside or getting new hobbies until those things have been resolved. If you feel like your inputs are lagging while your MS is actually fine though, this might just do the trick. So what is it and what does it do? Spell queue window is a console variable command, which means that it's just a game setting that doesn't have a spot in the actual menu. It's safe to adjust, you don't need anything shady or third party to tweak it, and changing it will not get you banned. If this is something that you end up wanting to adjust all the time though, there are add-ons that give you a UI for it. Your spell queue window is the window of time before the end of a global cooldown, where you can queue up the ability and have it go off once the GCD ends. Your ability will not register unless it's used either within the spell queue window or after the global cooldown has finished. So if your window is too small, your button will not register unless you press it very close to the end of the GCD or after it's over. Latency and normal human timing means that usually sucks. On the flip side, if your window is too big, you start to run into problems on certain classes. A Shadow Priest in late Void form will have a minimum GCD of well under 1 second. If your window is close to or bigger than your GCD, you need to wait for it to end before you can queue up a spell again. The short version is that if you're playing with a spell queue window that's not right for you, either way you're going to be furiously mashing your keys and losing potential throughput. So, step 1 is to find out what your current spell queue window is set to. In WoW, type /dump get cvar spell queue window exactly like this with all of the punctuation, or just copy and paste it from where I have it written out in the description. The game will print a line of chat in your chat box with a number telling you what yours is. That number is measured in milliseconds, so 500 is a half a second window. To adjust it, type /console spell queue window X, with X being the number that you want to set it to. Play around with this until you find a number that feels comfortable, and don't be afraid to tweak it if it's not working for you anymore. I started rating Antorus at 250 and then tweaked it down to 220 after getting my Acrid Catalyst injector. If you prefer to press your keys just once per ability, you may like a higher window, and if you're more of a twitchy button spammer, you can try turning it down. The important thing is to find a number that feels good for you and lets you hit all the right buttons when you want to. And now you know. Thanks for watching, I hope this helps, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!